Hi guys, Robot1 here, coming up to you with a new video and on a new sort of equipment. One of the things I wanted to do for New Year's was buy a new tripod for you guys, so that I can make better videos for you guys instead of using my laptop, which is always shaking on my bed whenever I try to make a video. And this is a little off, so I'm gonna move it a little down. And I just wanted to get a new tripod just so I could be able to make new videos, better videos, and I'm using actually my phone camera, so if this looks really good then I might continue using this method because I wanted to be able to use a method that would not be so shaky, not be so all over the place, because I felt like it really did take away from the video. It really did make it not look good, very quality, and I just wanted to be able to take away that shake factor that was always in my videos. So for New Year's, I got a new tripod. I'm using my phone camera, which is actually a really good camera. I use it for Yu-Gi-Oh duels, and tripod will be also used for Yu-Gi-Oh duels, which will be very, very good as well. So I can't wait to use this more in my videos, and I can't wait to be able to just get this a lot better, because I feel like this will make the videos I'm making a lot better, and it will be just a lot better content for you guys to watch. On my end though, the screen does look like it's a little laggy. If it does that in the video, I can't really do much about that. But, you know, this is just a test run for the video, and I wanted to try it out. So, yeah, let's get into the video. So, the video today is Konami's finally learning a lesson. Now, what do I mean by Konami is finally learning a lesson? Well, Konami is finally learning to turn hand traps, which are just monsters with effects that can be used from hand, into trap cards with which are can be used from hand. Konami is finally learning this lesson, and it's great. So, learning this lesson finally, Konami is realizing that instead of making all these busted hand traps such as Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, all Ghost Reaper, Maxi, they're learning a lesson, and instead of making all hand traps, essentially monsters which you can use like such as traps, and turning traps into a new, faster way of playing through means of giving them restrictions, such as you cannot use them while you control any cards. You can only use this card at a specific time, and you can only activate this card in maybe a specific column. I don't know. But the three examples we have of this so far are Red Reboot, which has a very high cost, which basically is pay half your life points, negate a trap card, it's a counter trap, and you can activate this card from hand, the card will not be destroyed, and you set another card to your opponent's board. Big restriction there. That is a hand trap, a real one. The latest one, which is, looking at my computer, Infinity Transcience, which I don't want to go into big detail, but basically you control no cards, you can activate the card from your hand. Going to do a video on that one later on, probably next week. And looking at it like this, it shows that Konami are finally realizing that you can't be making all these busted cards that activate in hand, and they are realizing this finally. Like 50-50 on. That's why there was a good or bad video the other day. Go check that out. It'll be on last video in the comment section below. I mean, the descriptions in below. And knowing this, that Konami are finally going back to the original area of Yu-Gi-Oh, where instead of just being like, oh, I'm going to make this card monster have a hand trap effect, I'm going to make this monster have a hand trap effect, I'm just going to make all of these monsters have hand trap effects. They're finally learning their lesson and changing it to a point where it's not so busted, it's not so broken. They're realizing that they're going from the hand traps that weren't really traps, what we call them, hand traps, to actual trap cards. And like, the they are learning that the hand traps are actually stupidly broken as well. Through like Ash Blossom, probably realized, oh, this card is seriously insane. Where it can be like, oh, I can activate this at any time when you choose to search a card, and I can negate that card search, or when you mill, or when you want to summon from deck. And sure, that is an insanely broken effect, which Konami did make for a reason. The game is really fast, but they're learning a lesson that they can't be always making these stupidly overpowered cards without restrictions. Like, look at Vela. Vela was a prime example of a hand trap with restriction. You could only use it during your opponent's turn. You could never use it. Didn't do it, but that was back then. Now they're just making hand traps without restrictions. They can use whenever they want, and sure, they could only be used at the specific moment, but they have zero restriction involved, which is why I like what Konami are doing with the new hand traps. They're essentially they're building trap cards back up because they realize that unless the trap card is super good, such as maybe Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, Solemn Scolding, Time Pendulum Graph, Imperial Order, Royal Decree sometimes if it's a trap based format. All of any continuous trap card or counter trap card which will be able to affect your opponent. No one's running it. No one's running any other traps unless it can interrupt your opponent. And these cards are still really bad going second, which is why Konami are actually realizing that to make the original third of the game good again, they are realizing that you finally have to be able to make these really slow purple cards in the game. No, not purple cards. Pinky cards in the game. Usable again. They are realizing that they finally need to make these cards usable. Realizing that if they do this to these cards, they'll just have a lot better time with the game. Like, seriously, seeing evenly matched, a card that is stupidly broken being a trap card, and seeing that it's able to be used from your hand, making such a big impact on the game. It really is, and it has big restrictions as well. You can only use it during the end of the battle phase, so you have to give up your main phase. Which, sure, I'm willing to give up my main phase 1, my battle phase, just so I'm able to be like, you have a big board? No, you don't. Or Red Reboot, which is like, oh, I can activate this if I pay half my life points, which I actually think is a fair trade-off. It's not good early game, but at any other point in the game, it's really good. But looking at it like that, where Konami are actually they're going back, realizing mistakes, and just being able to go to the next level where you're able to just build these old cards to the point where the new Infinity Transcience card. You can only activate the card if you control the cards. You can only activate it from your hand if you control the cards. And doing that means that it's a hand trap. It's a faster trap card. It's a card that you can use turn 1, which is why Konami needed to do more of this. They need to be able to make more of these hand traps, real hand traps, to be able to boost their competitiveness, to be able to make trap cards somewhat better again. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Konami made like a Mirror Force that was a hand trap. Like, we're missing a banishing like Mirror Force, aren't we? Your opponent declares an attack, pay half your life. No, not half your life, but half. Too much. Pay 3,000 life points, and like, if Konami keep on doing this, where they're making trap cards that can be used from hands, I feel like the game will become a bit more different, and it will evolve into its next step. Like it did with Lynx, it evolved into a new step, and now I feel like with this, the game will be moving into a new step where you're going to be wanting to play more trap cards in the main deck. You're going to be wanting to play more hand traps, in the sense of real trap cards that are that you can use from the hand. And it's just really good to see that Konami are taking a step backwards and just looking at these old cards that really don't do anything in the game anymore, and just being able to make them a really fun option to play in the game. Like, as I said, evenly matched, lose your board. Red reboot, I'm giving you some stuff, but I'm gonna negate you and trap stun you. And finally, this card, which I'll just say its effect. No control, no cards. Activate. Negate. um, but yeah, just seeing Konami go a step back, it really is cool to me. Just see them taking a step back in Yu-Gi-Oh! And going to a new point in the game where it feels like they're actually learning from their mistakes. But yeah, guys, that is the video in my opinion. I feel like this video is really good. This feels weird. I'm not gonna lie, this feels weird. I'm usually talking about how Konami do the worst things with Konami Fix the Ban list, telling him that they need to do something, but they actually did something right for a change. That's... Konami did something right. I'm not gonna lie. Good job, Konami. You get a clap from me. You get a clap from me. You get a clap from one of the people who buy all your cards, and these are really bad cards, but well, Lance is pretty good. Yeah, I'm rambling on now, guys. You did a good job. You're changing the game again, which I like. I like how they're boosting old sort of areas of Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, guys, but what do you guys think? Do you think Konami are making the right decision by making real trap cards that can actually be activated from hands with restrictions, with options other than, you know, just like Ash Blossom and all of this, and that they're finally taking a step back and more monster hand trap for the sisters, because we've got spring, we've got winter, and we've got Ghost Ogre, and I feel like Ghost Ogre is like autumn, so or summer, so we're either missing autumn or we're missing summer, and we're gonna get one of them. We're gonna get one of them. So, no, yeah, we're missing autumn or we're missing summer. So we're gonna be getting one of those soon. I definitely think we're gonna get another one of the Three Sisters, but traps, real trap card. Personally, I like that Mirror Force idea. I like that Mirror Force idea. It could be called something like Special Force Mirror Force. I don't know. Good thing I'm not making the names for these cards. But yeah, guys, I like the idea of that trap card. Tell me what your ideas for new sort of hand traps they can make in the comment section below. It's interesting to see these sort of these sort of ideas coming out from Konami. That's the video, guys. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't really have anything else to do in this video. So let's end this video. As always, guys, please don't forget to tell me what you thought of this video in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content coming in the future. Press the notification button to be notified of more future Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And yeah, tell me your opinion of the new hand trap. You thought of the new camera. Tell me if you think my phone is a lot better on this new tripod and with no shaking about. And just give me your full opinion, guys. I like to hear your opinion. But yeah, as I said, give me your ideas for hand trap cards, real hand trap cards that they could possibly make in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Robot1 signing out. Please, Konami, make some new good hand traps. Please, please make hand traps good again. Bye, guys. Robot1 signing